congrats, Kansas City Chiefs,
Yeah.
right, on winning the Super Bowl. Okay. What I am about to bring up isn't even about like the officiating or that piss poor call at the end of the game or anything like that, because up until then, that's one of the best Super Bowls I've ever seen in my life.
Oh,
like
yeah.
It was a very electrifying game. Loved just the talent on display for both teams. But to me, I was like, you know what? The Chiefs are like a quote unquote new dynasty now. That doesn't bother me. Like, there's nobody on there that I really have like serious problems with as a player or a coach or anything like that. But all this stuff since they've won, has just been, I don't know if it's just me, but has been the cringiest celebration of a championship ever. Him saying that people were doubting him.
So that's what I was gonna say.
Who doubted the Chiefs,
bro? Yeah.
Who was he said? Someone said that, or he said that the Chiefs weren't going to make the playoffs. Who said that,
dude? I don't know. Literally, it was like Bills.
Was the Buttermilk Falls saying that
Yeah.
Kansas City was not going to make the playoffs? Like, who was saying that?
All right, guys, welcome back to the Vault. It's your boy Smalls, back with Thoughts from the Bench, back on the Vault, the weekly show that takes a look back at some of the best and worst jerseys in sports. With me, as always, is the incomparable Benny Buckets. Benny, how's it going, sir?
It's going, man. I'm juiced for today. I know that I always am, but I don't know. I've got some extra boost of energy here. What about you?
Our banter, all I'll say is, I'm good. Thank you for asking. Our banter, I could tell, really got you even on a new level, because I'm going to have to cut a lot of that out just for time's sake. Yeah. But right. I could feel you getting ramped up the entire time, and I was like, yeah, no, this is what we needed. I needed him to go on this tangent. Yeah. No, but I'm good, dude. Glad to be back. We are recording on a Thursday, which normally we record earlier in the week. But that just means that I'm more excited than usual to get back to it, because it's been longer than normal since we've recorded. Right. So I am ready to go, rip roaring, ready to go. Let's talk about, so I cut us off during the banter segment. Super Bowl bets. I hit a few. I'll let you go first, because I hit 3 big ones, but I'll let you go first.
I placed 3 and I only cashed 1, but the one that I placed was pretty big, and it was only 2 legs, but the one leg was so unlikely that it did happen, and I'm super pumped about it. So the one, I'm not going to explain the ones that didn't cash, but the one that did cash, I had just a 2-leg anytime touchdown scorer parlay in the game. First was A.J. Brown.
Yep.
Who knew that was coming with that absolute bomb that Jalen Hurts threw, and just right in the breadbasket and him to hang on, cash that touchdown, boom, done. Now here's the leg that was not supposed to cash that did. The plus 950 Sky Moore anytime touchdown score.
Ooh,
okay. Sky Moore, local New Ken guy, right? Hadn't scored a touchdown his entire rookie year. And I just thought, how crazy would it be if his first career touchdown in the NFL is in the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
They run a nice little gadget screen out to the side, hit Sky. He runs in for his first touchdown. I lost my mind. And I won. I'm not going to go into exact details, but I won quite a bit of money off that 2-legger, because the total was because of the plus 950, it was like a plus 1350 with what I did all together. So that all together was just, when Sky scored that touchdown, yes, I was excited, because I always root for the local guys, and that's such a huge moment for him. Because it's different if you catch a pass in the Super Bowl, let alone you score a touchdown in the fourth quarter. That's huge, especially in a game like that. So to me, I swear to God, I lifted the roof a little bit. I yelled so loud, the foundation of the house shook. I freaked out. But that was my big bet that cashed. So
Okay.
tell me about some of yours.
All right. So the Super Bowl is when I kind of come out to play, as far as gambling goes, and I go a little crazy with it, I'll admit. However, I like to do this thing where I live bet every single drive, or at least the majority of the drives. $5 on, I pick one person, this person's going to score the next touchdown, you know?
Right, because I remember last year you bet for the first pass of the second half to be an interception by
Yep,
Matt Stafford. And
that's
it
right.
happened.
And that,
Yeah.
that hit. So, Travis Kelce, anytime, or it was like the second touchdown, I think was what I bet on. Second touchdown score, Travis Kelce hit. Live bet that one. And A.J. Brown, the next one, also hit that. So I was already off to a good start. Okay.
Hell yeah.
I got the Gatorade color right. And
You guessed perp.
I got perp. Plus 900.
Hell yeah.
Plus
dude.
900 buck, or plus 900 odds. I ended up netting, I was up $400 on the night.
Let's go, dude.
Just because of the purple. The purple
Hell
saved me.
yeah, dude.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Did you bet coin toss?
I did not get coin toss right. I did not get coin toss right.
Damn. That's always tough,
Yeah.
dude.
Also, I don't know if it actually hit or not, but I gotta look. There was also a prop for number of times that the broadcast is gonna mention the Kelsey brothers are playing against each other. And the line was 1.5, and I smashed over.
Prop?
Yeah.
There was a prop for that. Oh, dude, for it only being 1.5, you'd have to be crazy to bet the under.
Yeah, I know, dude. I know. Yeah. Well, the one I lost, that I for sure thought I was gonna hit was, Rihanna. So I hit like a few other like small ones here and there, but like overall, like the needle didn't really move. The one that I thought for sure was gonna hit was Rihanna coming out with brown or black hair and starting with the song "Don't Stop the Music." She did not. So I didn't hit on that one, but I thought "Don't Stop the Music."
Where were you finding these props? Did you have a bookie?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Not on DraftKings, I can tell you that. Yeah, DraftKings, their props for the Super Bowl are a little lacking. So I had some money left over and something else that I was working with. But anyway, I had to talk about some Super Bowl bets. I don't have anything else. Before, if you're ready to get into it, let's go.
Well, I'm ready. I'm already precise.
Let's go.
Dialed in.
Ready
dialed
to go. In.
Switching veins a lot.
Yeah, exactly. All right, Benny, you want to do the ad read this week?
Absolutely. I'll keep it short and sweet. You guys know the deal. Marshall Fitness is our sponsor, the absolute one-stop shop for the best way to get your body right. Will Marshall, friend of the show, the absolute consummate professional, knows what he's doing. He's really been advancing a lot career-wise recently, and he's been out there on social media, which you can follow him here, through these avenues on Facebook and Instagram. Seriously, the most accessible trainer, because you don't even have to meet face-to-face with him. He'll use the MyFitnessPal app to schedule all your workouts based on your schedule, your availability, and your goals. He'll tailor it exactly to you, and I can promise you that he is the most personable guy on the planet. He's all business and ready to go and cares about your fitness just as much as you do, if not more so. So if you want to do the right thing for yourself, see Marshall Fitness today.
Absolutely. So this week's topic brought to you by Marshall Fitness is a Benny Bucket special. We're doing the NHL All Star Jerseys this week. Something that we've done. That was a good slap shot there.
Thank you.
So we've done NBA All Star jerseys. We have not done any other sports. NHL, I think, is really the only other one that really differs every year. But I think it's a great one to kind of dive into. I kind of had a hard time picking some of these just because some of them are really bad, and I was going for good ones here.
Right. We could definitely do a counter episode
to
this with the bad. Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm excited.
ones, and even some of my picks I know are going to be controversial for good or bad, but this is an opinion based show, so what are you going to do?
Yeah, what are you gonna do? All right, so let's jump into it. I also, as a disclaimer, I did not have much time to prep for this show, so I'm just gonna wing all my explanations. I have nothing written down like normal, so if I keep it short and sweet, that's why. But Benny, let's get into your first pick. What do you got?
All right, so first pick was a little stretch that we had from 89 to 91. And as you can see, Wayne Gretzky is pictured here. I dig these just because I love, and I know this is going to sound so corny, but I love the simplistic, like just the NHL logo on it. Like the NHL is mushroom stamping the entire league, being like, hey, don't forget, we own you. Uh, and it's just out there because there were black and white jerseys for the East and the West. And I just chose the home jerseys here. But I've always really liked the NHL's logo. I like that it's like a crest with NHL diagonally across it, and using their own colors for the jerseys, like not themed to the city at all. Again, just mushroom stamping the league, claiming ownership, and being like, hey, don't forget who you're watching here. These are the NHL All Stars. So, and I like it. I think that the colors go well enough. They didn't get too wild with like any like crazy piping or anything on the sleeves. Like they just went with pretty basic colors, kept it a pretty basic color scheme, and the black and orange goes hard since it's not related to Philly. And that's all I got, man. I just like these ones.
Yeah, no, I like when the NHL uses because this is like their old school logo with the orange and black. So I kind of like the colors; they kind of go hard. This is the Rob Lowe of NHL All Star jerseys, though, where it's just the picture of Rob Lowe with the NFL hat. Have you ever seen that?
Yes. Yeah. See, and that's why I said I know it was a little cornball because like that's so weird. But like I don't know, man. I dig these though. Like
I like them. Yeah.
This is a party jersey.
Yes.
This is one you show up to a party with, and people are like, "Dude, that's so abstract and it's cool as shit."
Yeah, yeah. So I also don't. What's up with the shoulder? Like the logo with the star over top of like the interstate symbol. I don't know what's going on there. Or
I don't know if that was specific to where they were.
No, actually,
whatever.
I'm seeing it now. It's just the NHL crest with the star on top of it. Never mind. That's all it is. It's the outline of the crest. I swear to God, I thought it was like the I-80 symbol with a star on top of it. But
well, hell if I know, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, that would be definitely weird, though.
yeah,
For sure.
No, I definitely dig these just because they're simple, they're to the point. NHL, dude, he's representing the NHL. That's all that matters, right?
Yep.
All right. So we'll get to my first pick. Going with the 1986 All Star Game jerseys. I like these a lot simply because of I think anytime that a jersey has a diagonal script going down, I really enjoy that on a hockey jersey, no matter who's wearing it. Again, orange black still kind of goes hard. The stars on the sleeves, yeah, it might be a little outdated. I feel like they would never try to pull that off nowadays. However, I think it overall looks pretty cool. It's also kind of a cool callback to when it was the Wales division and the Campbell division, which is like super weird that's what hockey's divisions were called. But overall, I really like them just because they are kind of a throwback look. And yeah, the stars are weird on the sleeves, but I kind of dig it because it is just it's kind of out there. They're really putting it in your face that they're an all-star team.
Yeah, and I mean, I like that. I'll take the showboating, especially for 86. Do your thing, man.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, they're different, but I like them. And again, kind of like you said, I'm indifferent on the stars. I guess, could take them or leave them.
Yeah.
But overall, man, I mean, especially with what the times were, the older you get, unfortunately, most of the uniforms aren't always as good, especially the 80s were a weird era for all sports.
Yeah.
In terms of uniforms and stuff. But I think that these were, all things considered, a success.
No, I agree. I also love how like every single one of these guys has essentially the same haircut except for 31 there. Old buddy on the side has a fro going, so props to that guy. But But yeah, big big ups for these sweaters. I do dig them. They're definitely the oldest one on the list here, but had to give a shout out to 80s hockey. So, Benny, let's go to your second pick. What do you got?
All right, I'm picking this year's, man. I'm going new because these were a callback to, I can't remember the exact year. Were these maybe 94
Something like that.
or is something like that? That there were similar jerseys to this that were kind of called stinkers, like the OG ones, I mean. But these, I know there's mixed reviews. I like them. I like that they're paying homage to 20 years ago for the All Star game, and I also really think that the star silhouette is kind of cool for the base of a jersey, and that teal, the white, and the pink, and then the black, the white, and the pink. I think that they just contrast, but still are cohesive enough to where like it works. It clicks for me. It's just aesthetically pleasing. I really like the logo of the Eastern Western Conference, like with the font is cascading over the puck in the middle and everything. I just think it looks good, and I think it's different enough. Kind of gives me Power Ranger vibes, so maybe that's why I'm a bit biased. But I would go Sidney Crosby for these jerseys real quick for sure, because he's definitely way better than McDavid, like career wise. Like McDavid's on the way up. Just want to clear that up real quick. Sidney's the GOAT, so everybody else who wants to argue, I don't know, DM me or something. I got time. But I just like these jerseys. And for ones that have happened in the past few years, I think this is one of the better ones.
Mm-hmm.
So I wanted to give some respect to the new age on here.
Yeah, no, I agree. The colors are definitely dope, unique. Because I think the old ones, they essentially just revived these, like, no changes except for the colors. I think the old ones were orange and black again. But same design, same basic idea. I really like the colors though. They do give me Power Rangers vibes. Which leads me to my next question. Did you watch Power Rangers as a kid, and if so, which version of Power Rangers did you watch?
Dude, you literally like every single one. Bad ones too. Even what was the ninja one?
So I'm not Ninja Storm. I'm not even gonna lie. That was the only version that I really watched. Yeah, I never really got into Power Rangers, but the time frame that I did, Ninja Storm was hot in the streets.
Okay, well, yeah. And again, like, I still watched it.
Yeah,
I mean, like, I've watched every version. I'm like a mega nerd for the Power Rangers.
Mm-hmm.
So, but yeah, dude. Anyway, yes, this is something that clicked in my head though, was the Power Rangers thing. And because I was definitely a little Power Rangers kid when I was just in Virginia a month ago, and we went into a comic book shop, and they had the Black Ranger helmet from the Dino.
Yeah. Oh, I remember the Dino one too.
The Zord helmet.
Yes.
Okay, and I almost dropped $300 to buy it. Like, I was like, I would never wear it. I would never use it. It would literally just sit somewhere. But I was like, oh, I have to have it. Yeah. But I used some fiscal responsibility and did not go forward with it. But anyway, love these jerseys.
Yeah. I actually think it's irresponsible that you didn't buy that, but that's just me, dude.
I could have worn it with my Pete Weber jersey.
Yeah, dude. Absolutely. What a move. What a move. Pull up to the lanes like that. Absolutely. All right.
All right. Hit me with number 2.
Number 2. All right. So I'm going with another recent pick. I feel like these kind of got mixed reactions to when they came out, but this is 2022. So again, a recent pick. This was when the All-Star game was in Vegas, right? So they're going with kind of the Knights colorway, black and gold. You can kind of see the accent on the piping down below, where it kind of gives you like a Bellagio lobby type of feel, right? Overall, I just think these are kind of clean. Like they kind of kept it simple, and even like the accents down below, it's faint enough where it's not super in your face. And I do think that black and this color of gold is good. Not for Pittsburgh. I'm not saying that the Pens should have kept, this shade of gold, but on other teams it does look good. So I think the colors work, especially given the fact that they were in Vegas. These give me big Vegas vibes. Also, anything with the laces up top, I'm gonna love. So overall, I am a big sucker for these. I don't know why people had mixed emotions about these. Maybe it was just the one guy that I was reading online, but I overall kind of like them. So
It was the one guy that said the Chiefs weren't going to be any good.
yeah, that guy, that same guy.
It's the same guy. But no, man. I mean, these are clean. I like them, and like you said, I definitely think that gold matches with the black for sure. I love that they did tap into Vegas a little bit, but didn't try and make it so crazy. Like they didn't overcompensate for it being Vegas. It was just enough of an accent to show you something.
Yeah.
But I do, man. I mean, I don't really have much else to add. They're very clean. I think
Clean.
both the home and away are super clean. And I think they did a good job.
Yeah. Dude, could you even imagine all those NHLers out in Vegas the night before just going in? Like,
yeah, like grossly irresponsible,
Yeah.
I'd have to imagine.
You would have to imagine. Yeah, absolutely. All right, Benny, let's wrap you up. What do you got for your third pick?
All right, my final pick is seen as All-Star Game royalty in some people's eyes. So, which I don't understand that much hype. I just enjoy them. I like them the way they are. I love keeping it simple. I just think that the crests for individually the Eastern and the Western Conference were very well done. Keeping it as red and white, blue and white, America. We did it the way that we wanted the NHL to be. And I just think that it's clean, and with that little bit of an accent of the red that you see on the breezers coming up under the pit, like usually would kind of bother me, but I think it works well with wanting the jersey to be white with red accents and then blue with white accents, keeping those uniform. But I am glad that the away for the West had red breezers and not white, even though like the East went all blue.
Mm-hmm.
I'm happy that they went with red breezers for the away team as well.
Yeah.
But I mean, just simply put, dude, these are aesthetically pleasing to me. These remind me nostalgically of our childhood growing up watching the All-Star game. Like, this is what I remember of being an All-Star game. This and one other that I can't remember if you have is your last one or not, but there's another one that could be an honorable mention, whatever. But this is just what I remember seeing watching the All-Star games as a kid. So I had to throw them on. Is my final pick for the evening.
Yeah, no, these remind me of the period of time where the Pens were still young, like 07, 08, 09, where we made those 2 cup runs. Like that logo, I think I even had like a Pens Eastern Conference Champs shirt with this logo on it, So that's what these make me think of, is like those, like the 08, 09 Pens teams. Just that that age of hockey where, we were young enough where like that's what we think of. So these are super nostalgic for me. I don't really know if they're the cleanest, but it kind of brings me back a little bit, which is why I enjoy these. So
yeah.
So like I definitely have a big appreciation for him. Also, Zdeno Chara is so fucking big. Look at that guy.
He's a literal giant.
Like, it doesn't make any sense, dude. Crazy. No, that's a solid way to wrap it up on your end. Let's go to my final pick. 2004.
Yep.
2004 All-Star Game. I believe this was held in Minnesota. Cream is clean. I'm going to bring that saying back. Cream is clean, because this cream white jersey is sick. Like I said, I already said that I'm a sucker for the diagonal script going down. These also have the actual laces up top, which are dope. These are basically just all-star versions of the Minnesota Wild jerseys, which in my opinion I think it might be the cleanest jersey in the NFL, or in the NHL. They have sick jerseys up in Minnesota, and these are just all-star versions of those. There's just something cool about these being cream instead of white that just makes it look that much better. And I can't really explain why, but between
No, but I'm with you. Like,
Yeah.
I'm riding that same train there.
Yeah, no, between the laces, the script, the diagonal script, and just the colors. Also, that dark green is beautiful. I don't know what you would call that dark green, but that is a gorgeous shade of green that the Western Conference has on. But yeah, I love these. I can't get over these. These I think are my favorites by far. Like not even close.
Yeah, I mean they're definitely good looks, man. I again, this hits a nostalgia check mark for me for sure. Love the diagonal, and again, we said it on this show how many times. Cream is clean. It is. It is. It's very well done, and they played into the culture of the team and the city very well with what they did because Minnesota is a very old school hockey type, town. So with the laces and the diagonal script, and then also working their colors into it, I think these were beautifully done, and I think it's a perfect way to wrap up our picks.
Absolutely. All right, Benny, that'll wrap us up for today. You got anything else for the people?
Just keep coming back next week. We're not going to announce who yet, but we have a guest coming on, and this will definitely be one that you're going to want to see.
Yeah.
I can't give any more hints, but we got a guest coming on next week. We got some more things in the works. Keep tuning in. Be a friend. Tell a friend. We'll keep riding this thing as far as we can go.
Yep, absolutely. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Like we say every week, go subscribe, share. Check us out on YouTube Shorts. That's been big for us recently. TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, all that. Subscribe to the channel. That's the biggest way that you can help us out. And then just be a friend, tell a friend. Guys, this has been The Vault. It's your boy Smalls and Benny. We'll be back next week. Peace.